At Pinehaven, there's always work to be done, and so the kids are always doing something with the daily chores and the other things we have to get done. But we also try to balance that with some play, because you need to not just have work all the time. It's one of the things that we try to do with the kids is every summer they get a chance to go to church camp. It's something that they have to earn. And so when they do, they get to go to their corresponding week of church camp, rub shoulders with some other kids from the area, have some good Bible teaching, and then just get to enjoy that time away from the ranch. Because sometimes it's good to break up that structure and schedule and give them some time off. Another thing we like to do with the kids is what we call pack trip. It's a backpacking trip where the kids put everything they need for a few days on their backs, and they hike in a number of miles, usually to a mountain lake somewhere on the Montana-Idaho border. And when we go in and we do that, they've got to carry in their sleeping bag, their tent, their clothes, their food, their cooking utensils, hopefully a fishing pole. And it's just a great time for the kids to get out in nature and enjoy being out there for a few days. Hopefully they learn to cook their own food, burn their own food, that sort of thing, and just enjoy getting to be out and doing that. One of the things that they can earn is getting to go hunting. We live in a very wild place here in Montana. We do have bears and such, and whenever I bring a new kid in, I do tell them not to run away because the bears will eat them. We haven't had any eaten yet, but we will take the kids hunting. That's if their parents are okay with it, if the kids want to. We're not going to force anybody to, but they have to complete a hunter safety course. We take them out and teach them to be safe and accurate with a firearm, and again, we watch. And if they don't earn this right, then they do not get to do this. And so in everything we do, we try to have it be something where they get to earn it and they have an incentive for improving and being who they need to be. But it's fun to get them out there in the woods of Montana somewhere to look for a mule deer or a whitetail. And the purpose is meat. It's something that we eat there on the table. There's a lot of adventure to it and there's trophy quality, but for the most part, it's for meat, and we utilize everything that we can that way. Towards the end of the year, of course, is Christmas, and all kids love Christmas. And we want the kids to know that Christmas is about Jesus Christ. It's not about the presents or the Christmas tree or Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus. It's about Jesus Christ who came to this earth as a baby so that later he could die for our sins. And so the house parents sit down and the kids gather around them and they read the Bible story, and then they pray with the kids before we ever get into the presents. And at that time, we'll also read some cards and let the kids know that a lot of people around the country have donated to make this possible for them to not only be at Pinehaven, but to have those gifts that they get to get into there. Some of the kids don't get to go home. Usually they'll get a week in the summer to go home for vacation and a week at Christmas. Again, something that they need to earn. But some of those kids won't get to go home at Christmas, and so a couple days after Christmas, when all the other kids are gone, we'll take those kids that are left out to a bowling alley somewhere and then pizza afterwards, just to kind of take their mind off it. So we try to do a number. There's some other things that we do to get the kids off site sometimes and have some fun, that sort of thing, because you got to balance work and play.